we're live.
There we go. Hey, what's up, people?
We didn't know. We was having technical difficulties.
No, yeah. We just both kind of looked away. You're kind of bright right now.
We were just out.
Welcome, Elizabeth. Wait, who am I adjusting?
The angle.
Oh, I'm turning towards right there. You good?
Yeah, it's good.
That's cool.
Hey, Elsa.
Hey, Elsa. That's Elsa.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Hey, Elsa.
I'm sorry, I'm hungry. We ain't ate today.
She's been on the east side for way too long, so she'll kind of reverted back to some of the east side ways a little bit. Says the guy that just sounded like he's been living on. Well, I've been on the east side my whole life. It sounded like it. Oh man, we are still in recovery mode, folks. Just hanging out, had some things to take care of. The wifey needed a new phone, so I went ahead and threw her on my plan. Ironically enough, I'm still not on my plan, but she is, and that's all that matters. Need to get over because I'm not trying to go down Lawrenceville Highway. And 285 is filled with inconsiderate people. It's probably like my Facebook notification. Why are you driving slow, bro? Why are you slow driving? Ooh, I can't. He on the phone.
No.
I'm gonna say this, guys, real quick. This is just my little PSA about being in Atlanta traffic.
We just got on.
I know, I should have. Oh, Mimi got on? Hey, Mimi. Y'all's is married now. We are, Shannon.
I know. At some point, it might hit us that we're married. Like.
Yeah, really. Like, I don't know if there's anything supposed to change or be different. Everybody's like, it's gonna change when you're married. And my thing is, if marriage changed when you got married, that means you married a stranger, and that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, everybody says that. It's like, yeah, he changed when you married. No, he don't. It's just you wasn't really investigating. You wasn't paying attention. It's either she lied to you for the duration of time before y'all got married, or you just were not paying attention. I know who I married, pretty much. Like, we know each other pretty much. Like, if I had to go on a scale of 1 to 10 how well we know each other, I'll probably go 10.5.
Mimi, where you at?
Hey, Mimi.
Y'all lucky y'all left today because it's supposed to storm tonight.
Yeah, y'all would have been stuck in Georgia for a few more days. No one wants to be in Georgia when it storms, like, on the tip of hurricane season, because people forget how to drive completely. No, I'm good. I saw Parenthood, Waters, and Test. I'm straight. I failed those.
She said we have 2 used kids we can, oh, she's in St. Louis right now.
Okay.
Slightly used. They're just slightly used.
Gently used kids. Like, you can't put your kids on consignment. It don't work like that. You can't just go and just slightly used. One previous owner. Trying to Carfax. Show us the Carfax.
All the original parts.
Yes, all the original, like, you know, parts. We have dental and health records. Show me the kids' facts. No, I'm straight. We're good. We don't need them right now.
It's funny because everyone that I've texted saying I got my new number, they're like, oh, you got married and got a new number? It's
funny because, like, this is how life works. Because you was the same person screaming you was going to get married and get a new number.
I know.
Look at God.
It's funny. I did say I was going to change my number.
You did. And you literally, like, 2 days after the wedding, or 1 day after the wedding.
3.
3. We had so many weddings, I can't tell, like, which one we going off of. So, it's like...
So, if you're watching this video, don't call or text us on Wednesday, because we're going to sleep the whole day.
Bruh, our phones are on Do Not Disturb. I'm telling you that straight up. If you need us, I'm sorry. That's just it. There's no, if you need us, you can reach us at no. If you need us, you can't reach us. I'm sorry. I just hope for the best.
If you need us, please call Kenny.
Yes. You can call Kenny. Yeah. Don't even call Kenny because Kenny's tired. Just don't call nobody. Like, just, you know, avoid not having any
Kenny
issues.
rested yesterday. Elizabeth just texted me and said she slept for 15 hours yesterday trying to recover.
Sephra said she just woke up when we had hopped on the live stream yesterday. So, I mean... Bro, I can only imagine. Like, every day, the past 2 days, we've been like, we're going to wake up pretty early and do stuff. We've woken up at noon and 11, respectively. Tomorrow, we should wake up probably right at 9:58. Because, like, yesterday was, like, what, 11:58? Today, we woke up at 10:58. So, tomorrow, we're at 9:58. So by Thursday, we should be waking up in the morning again. That's what I'm thinking. Even my parents, like we just saw, my parents, her in-laws, a few minutes ago, helping my mom finally get her new phone. Shout out to the big bro for helping out with that. And my dad was like, have not recovered yet from your wedding, son. And I was like, my bad.
I told everybody we party, but I think people thought I was joking because everybody's like, "Okay, party." I'm like, no, Ethiopian people party for real, for real.
Yeah, and I was telling my dad, like, you know, if we would have got married in, you know, Ethiopia, we would have been in day 3 or day 4 right now. Yeah. He was like, day 4. I was like, yeah, you may party for a whole week, like when somebody gets married. Church service is like 8 hours. He was like, 8 hours? Yeah. Like, I think I could have said anything with time, and he would just responded in that voice.
You might have been about going down 78.
78.
Yeah, get over and get over.
When I'm clean. Let me know when I'm clean, because, you know, you can't.
Yeah, we ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
That was your shot.
That's just told you to tell me when I'm clean. Like, I just requested for you to let me know the movie.
Yeah, by the time you said it.
Okay. It's cool.
I'm knocked out tomorrow, and Joseph is going to school.
Oh, man. Joseph gonna fall asleep.
He's gonna fall asleep at school.
Already. Just prepare yourself for that phone call.
It's the first day. They ain't learning nothing.
You right. Joseph's gonna be in the back of the class with his headphones on, bumping for your eyes only. Just knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, even Chuck was like, he got some fresh, clean sheets he gonna put on the bed.
Yeah, he already done planned just to not wake up for a while. Purple Charger, why?
Eastside.
You know it. You know it, bro. I'm almost tempted to get off and hop on 20 somehow, some way, but it's like 20 might be just as bad.
It's been a fun week. It was a fun weekend, though.
It was a great weekend. We had a great weekend. It was fun. Got to experience something that, you know, I can say I've never experienced before. Not just marriage and a wedding, but, you know, an Ethiopian wedding on top of that. You know, seeing how I've never been married before, and I've never been married to, you know, a Habesha woman before. It was cool. Kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I guess we could call this episode the Traffic Jam.
What was your favorite part about the weekend?
My favorite part about the weekend?
Mm-hmm.
I guess other than marrying you.
Yeah, other than the obvious.
Other than the obvious.
Like one thing, like I'm never gonna forget that. Besides the wedding. It's be a part of the wedding.
Like, okay, so
but not like not the whole, we are the marriage part.
Right. So just highlights from the weddings,
mm-hmm.
weddings and receptions themselves. Just pretty much the Melcy in itself was cool. The Kabbas and being able to wear a Kaaba for a whole day was kind of dope. Like, I think that was cool. What else? I think the fact that all my people got to experience something that typically they might not have experienced. And that's one thing I can honestly say. Like, I'm glad that, you know, like, I got homies from East Oakland, I got homies from East Atlanta, I got homies from Columbus, Ohio, like, you know, all my people from everywhere. You know, my cousins and I were from the east side. Like, it's a lot of east. But
East Africa in this?
Yeah, and you know, we all East Africa. So it was cool for all of us to kind of experience something that we typically may not have experienced. And I was glad to be able to bring them along for that. Because everybody was like, yo, this is just beautiful, man. This is like amazing. Like, you know, and then for everybody to embrace us the way they did. Like I said it at the end of our Melcy, that I was just so grateful for everyone to embrace us the way they did. Like, I appreciate that more than anything, because all cultures aren't necessarily accepting of outsiders coming into their culture. Like, you know, I won't say I've experienced firsthand, but I've seen things, heard stories from like my other friends who have kind of like, you know, been able to experience things. And some people haven't been as accepting. And, you know, I can really say, you know, the Habesha culture and everyone just really embraced us open-heartedly, and, you know, it was cool. And it was just certain things that people were saying, like, me and Chuck, when Chuck was talking about it, he was talking about it with my dad, that, you know, I'm looking at it and it's like I'm loving it, but at the same time, it's a bit, you know, a little bit of jealousy, because it's a shame that just the regular African American community doesn't support and, you know, enjoy each other and accept and embrace each other like the Habesha community does. And it was like, it really got me thinking, like, wow, you're right. Like, you know, everyone's just so giving of themselves and just wanting to help, wanting to serve.
Wanting to get people drunk.
Yeah. And I think that's really what a lot of my people didn't realize. It's like, you know, there was no cap. So I think people didn't realize, like, you know, I can ask for this, and it's like, okay, I wonder, you know, is the bar going to close anytime? It's like, you're just going to bring it to me? Like, I don't have to give you anything? You sure? Like, cause even like a few times people was like, you sure you don't want nothing for this cup of Grey Goose?
It's funny because somebody tried to, one of my American friends tried to give them money, and they was like,
yeah,
no.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't tip you, like, you brought me a
You don't
drink.
need anything. You sure you don't need anything?
I'm like, oh. I'm like, we're doing this for right here, like.
Yeah. And
I can, for this.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that. And then, you know, even, you know, I joke with her all the time that I think, you know, my family or my mom's side might be Habesha, and they just never knew it. Because that just being, you know, helpful and giving and appreciating the people. Like, you know, my dad, his family growing up in, you know, old Decatur, old Kirkwood, Edgewood, everyone knew each other and everyone helped each other out. And then with my mom growing up in, like, you know, rural Clayton County before it became what it is now, and all of them being close-knit and tight, it was a similar feel. So basically the only thing that was different for them wasn't the action but the language. Like, even, you know, during the Sunday morning church service, it was just things that, like some of the things Tashome was saying, is like, you know, the church isn't big, but the church has one thing that's important, and that's love. That's something that, you know, my people grew up with. Like my mom, my aunts, my uncles, yeah, like walking across that field at my grandparents' house to go to the original old Travelers Rest building, which was literally like, you know, a walk across the yard. It just kind of like, you know, I can tell it just resonated with them, and it showed me that some things are just universal. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what language you speak. Just some things are universal. Compassion is universal. Like, you know, love is universal. Like, it doesn't matter how you say it. It is what it is. It can be shown and expressed without really knowing. Like, during the church service, it was a priest that spoke, and he spoke was that I'm a Harka Tigrinya. He spoke in Tigrinya, so he spoke in Tigrinya, and though the only thing I can say I fully understood was when I heard her name and my name, but the tone of what he said, I could literally get the gist of what he was saying without really knowing the language fully. Like, here and there, because of, you know, being around Ra and her people, her parents, I've been able to, like, you know, connect on certain things. So, you know, just the tone of everything and understanding it. And then when Tashoma did the translation, I was like, oh wow. So I was kind of in the ballpark of understanding what I'm hearing here. And, you know, that's what, you know, something I've always felt and believed is that people are people. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, what race you come from, your gender, sexual orientation, any of that, abilities, disabilities, whatever. Like, people are going to be people. And if you treat people like people, that's all you can do. And that's like, you know, this weekend kind of like reassured me of that.
My highlight is the dance. That's one of my highlights.
Okay. Because you didn't think I was going to do it?
No. I mean, that's just one of my highlights. Like, okay. Our dance, my dance with my father-daughter dance with my brother.
Yes, your father-daughter dance with your brother. And
I did go dance with my dad, too.
You did. It's just when you say that, and this being in the South, people might think something different.
You know.
Yeah.
When somebody's brother is also their father, that's a little, I don't understand.
I don't know, like, that could be possible. That's not the case here, but it could be possible. That's just horrible and creepy. It may be possible.
Definitely. I feel like all my stuff, all my highlights are father related.
Yeah, as they should be.
My dad walking me down the aisle was dope.
That was great. Because he was working for that moment. And that was great.
dance.
He was like, let's hurry up and get down there before Mario changes his mind.
So, like, that definitely my...
I look a little bright skin on one side, but you look a little bright skin on all sides.
Be like this sometimes.
Yeah, do.
If you tap the screen, I forgot I'm not allowed to move next to the seatbelt.
Does it work? Did I get you better? I'm a little better. You feel alright?
I'm alright.
Alright. Go ahead. Continue.
So yeah, like my dad walked me down the aisle. Was a highlight. The dances, our dance, your dance with your mom was cute.
Yeah, because my mom ain't no dancer, so it was like I was messing with my cousin's table. I was like, I'm gonna just take it easy on her because she can't hang. She was like, you want to try? I was messing. You want to try spin? Okay. We did like 2 spins.
It was a few things that I thought was really cool. Excuse me, I have it. But I don't know. I think those the dances, of course. My vows.
Yes, your vows. They were great.
No, your vows too. Your vows was cool. When you started talking, he was like, yesterday I talked about 3 people. I thought to myself, this Negro about to use that reflection protector and heart thing. I knew it. I was like, even when you said it third Friday, I was like, watch him try to find a way to put that in there. I was like, watch it. And you did. And I was like, this Negro here. He ain't slick.
It just hit me that, wow, I did that. But the thing was, it wasn't like I did it just so I could have vows. I meant it.
I know. But when you said it during the rehearsal, then I was like, watch him use this tomorrow.
Yeah.
He gonna either reference them, or he gonna say I'm all 3 of those.
I kind of did both.
I know.
Yep.
See, I knew who I married. I don't know. It's so weird because the days have come and passed, and we were sitting at AT&T and AT&T store, and the news was kind of playing in the background. It said something about Trump, and me and him both was like, dang, we've been so busy and all over the place, we forgot Trump was president.
We were literally in our own little United States, where apparently, either us or Barack Obama is still president. It just wasn't Trump.
It was just it was just like, if you asked me anything that happened over the past couple of days, like over the weekend with the news, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yeah, we have literally had the greatest distraction of all time, B.
Of all time. Nah, for real though, like and Mario will tell you, I'm a faithful news watcher.
Yeah.
And I read the news in between me watching the news. And so I didn't watch the news. I didn't have time to watch the news, bro. I don't know. I know most of these people probably won't even see the video, or I know they're not on here live, but we did want to give a shout out to a couple of folks. So, want to give, that we probably, I won't say that we forgot about, but like Channing, aka Chandler.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Like
Chandler Tatum.
Yeah, Chandler Tatum. Shannon was he's a friend of my cousin's, and he came down here with her for the weekend. And when I tell you, Saturday night he chilled, which is fine. We had 1 million people around to help us Saturday night at the Habesha party.
Yeah.
But Sunday at the Mosi, if I needed something to drink, he was like, I got you.
Yeah.
What you want to drink? Oh, you need what? Okay, I got you. Such and such. We needed him to record stuff for us. He recorded it. Between him and Kenny, they recorded it, and my brother. He was awesome.
Cool, baby.
Friday, I needed some stuff taken care of. He did it. Even Thursday, he helped us load up my car with the decorations and all the stuff that I needed. I think, did he help me with my wedding dress? No, that was you that helped me with my wedding dress. But yeah, he was just so helpful, and anything we needed done, he was like, y'all need me to go to the liquor store for you, I will, get the liquor,
damn, man.
We went out last night. We tried to take them out so we could pay for their tab. They still pay for our tab.
Yeah.
We went to Intermezzo on Sunday night, or really Monday morning, because it was like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And he paid the tab. He wouldn't let us pay. Like, you know, they're just really great people. Like, he's just a really great person. And to come down and be so, like, awesome and helpful, and he know me from a
Yeah, I'm about to say, from strangers, man. Like, we literally met this brother on Thursday.
I met him Thursday, and,
Like,
and he was, you would think, like, as much work and things that he did for us.
He thought he would have been like my brother or something.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Like, he was very helpful. Shout out to my brother. I love my brother. I know he'll never watch this video, but it doesn't matter. Because I already told him how grateful I am for him on Sunday. But yeah, my brother provided the sound equipment for the wedding Saturday night, morning, so I wouldn't have to
You have to rent nothing, worry about nothing. Then he actually ran the board while being a part of the wedding, which was too dope.
Yeah, like, he set up everything.
Yep.
And then did what he had to do.
And then did it like an actual job. Like, you know, it wasn't like it was my sister, I ain't got to worry about it for real. Like, he came in and literally, like, held it down.
He taped down the cord over there so the girls wouldn't trip.
Yep.
Like, he got there at right before 8 and set up everything. The wedding's not till 11. He was like, nah, I'm gonna get here at 8 and set up because I want to make sure and test everything before,
and then,
I have enough time. So
then while you was outside, or while you were back there getting dressed, when we was out there putting the chairs up, he was out there with your dad, making sure your dad was straight.
Yeah, my mom literally brought my dad to my brother and was like, okay, you have to watch him now.
Yeah.
Or, you know, not even watch him. Like, my dad need a babysitter,
right.
But, you know, he was just kind of like, look out for your father if he needs something, or water, or whatever.
Yeah, so he was doing a lot of running around that day.
So it was cool. I was like, oh, great. It's kind of dope that he was there. What else? Who else? So, yeah, my brother let me boss him around for a weekend. It was great. I'm always the bossy one, even though he's the older one. But most of the time, he just paid me no mind. So, the fact that I was able to boss him around and he actually did the stuff.
He listened to you for a change. Before I throw another person
and he danced with me.
He did. He danced.
My brother can't dance for nothing.
He hit that two-step for you, though.
Or he did that two-step for me. He was like, man, how long is this song? I was like, don't worry, the last verse I'm going to leave. And then the beat came, he's like, is this the part? I'm like, no. It's on the second verse. Like, we was over there talking the whole time.
Yeah, I was doing my mom like that. We was dancing. I was just messing with her. You want to take 20? You want to go ahead and run out? Right out 25.
So then he was like, we just had fun dancing. Then I went and danced with my dad for the last part. Yeah, that was a good thing. Want to definitely date my homie Kenny.
The OG to go.
Like, Kenny was awesome. Kenny was awesome. That's all I can say.
Kenny held us down, man. Like, he was pretty much, you know, the chauffeur for the weekend. You know, like one of the many people I called on for help this weekend. Like, it was like I managed to limit my request of help, or at least I tried to limit it to the 2 weeks of. Like, you know, like from bachelor party, I ain't not like a groom until the bachelor party, and then the wedding. That was it. That was the only time I was like, you know, calling on favors. At least I tried to call on favors. I tried to minimize the amount of help I asked for.
I left Kenya's, Kenny took the bag out the car by mistake for Kenya. Yeah. He went back to the hotel and got it because her jewelry was in it and stuff. Yeah. And then, I don't know, he was dope. He took my dress in for me.
And Kenny was Kenny, yo. Like,
yeah, Kenny was always available, so. Yeah. And even though he was the best man, let him tell he's best man number 2 because he was the shorter one. No, that's what he said. He was like, I'm best man number 2, I'm the shorter one. I had him as best man number 1 because his last name came first.
Yeah, it came first, yeah.
But when we were there, yeah, he just looked out. Like Friday night when we got back to the hotel, he went and picked up my friend from the airport with you.
Yeah, he dropped me off over at Chuck's. Like, you know, after we got done with that trip.
And he was just great because then he hung out with me Friday night and he came by the room, had some rum with us or whatever, and then went back. He had an extra bed in his room. He offered it to Sephora and let her sleep in it because we was like 17 deep in our suite. No, it was really me, Teron, in the bed, and then there was Kristen on the pull-out bed. Elizabeth brought her own blow-up bed.
Yeah, I was like, I went in, it was an air mattress. I was like, y'all went all the way back with it.
Yeah, she was like, I knew it, even though it could sleep more people, that it would be more helpful. So she had that. So like, we were cool. And I told Sephra could have slept with us in the bed too. But since Dana was there, she was just like, yeah, I don't want to with the baby. And yeah, so that was that. So we ended up, then Kenny, Saturday after the wedding, since I didn't get to eat at the wedding, he had went to get some Cavassier for us to celebrate with.
Because you can eat Cavassier. But,
and on his way back, I had asked him to stop at Chick-fil-A for me.
Talking about food.
No, I'm saying, like, I didn't eat,
yes.
So he went and got me some Chick-fil-A and brought it back. And Kenny's a trooper.
Yeah, man. Kenny hung out with us that Saturday night. Or was that Sunday night? After the Melcy?
Sunday.
Yes.
Where you learned about the dueling law?
Yes, what we learned about oh man, so funny story. So Monday morning I woke up. Well, Monday afternoon I woke up. And I was just like, me and Kenny usually just talk about random stuff anyway. So we were randomly talking about stuff, and then I just brought something up, and then I brought up the reference to that. The what was it? The mutual combat law, or I forgot the name. Yeah, mutual combat law. And it was like we were talking about it. Kenny was like, yeah, I know, I was right there. And it was like I had literally forgotten that Kenny pretty much rode with us that whole night, because I was just like that tired. My mind just was just like, I was so zoned. I was like, Kenny was right there. Like, Kenny literally pretty much rode with us all weekend. Oh man, that's the dude, man. That's so much appreciation.
So you can say what you're thankful for now.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I mean, it's still some more. It's
So many people. Because they didn't get a lot of outside the rehearsal dinner. I ain't talking about them a lot. Shout out my nephews, and also shout out Brent for
being my dad.
Yeah, for helping her dad, for being ushers.
Opening that door for me to come out.
Yes, he opened the door for you to come out of. He was, he was there. The homie Brent, I'm trying to think how to tell the story. I met Brent. It was 2 years ago. His wife Octavia's birthday, and around the same time it was when his dad had passed. So Rahel had we had went over there to their old house, and we hung out with them for a second. And that was the first time meeting them, and it was just cool. We just hung out. I know anybody that hung out, hangs out with me. We just hang out and talk, kick it. It was just fun. And ever since then we just been people. That's always been the homie. And I was grateful that he could be a part of this. Y'all gotta excuse me. Atlanta traffic has the heart of my focus, but I'm still right here.
Yeah, this traffic is okay.
Yeah. But it was just real cool to have him be a part. And then my nephews, it went from to give y'all a little backstory without telling y'all the whole story. 2 nephews, 21. Theirs is 21 or 22 now, and 19. So I pretty much have grown man nephews now. And it was a good stretch from when they were in about elementary to about 3 years ago. I really didn't see them like that. It was a lot of, stuff going on. A lot of, drama, whatnot, that I'm not going to go into because it's not my business to speak on. And I say about a year or two ago, they come hang out with us. They would go live with my parents. My youngest nephew's living with my parents right now. And it was just cool to, it's funny, I was, at my brother's wedding, and now my nephews were a part of mine. And it's just funny because, the oldest one was 3 when my brother got married. The youngest one wasn't even born yet. And it was just kind of this interesting, surreal moment. Like, you know, I remember them being horrible little kids because they were just bad. So, you know, interesting young men, like intelligent young men. Still got some things to work on, but we all do. And, like, you know, I was glad that they could be a part of it. Who else am I thinking? I gotta think. I thanked them 1,000 times already, but, you know, the homie Charles, OG Chuck, my Bay Area brother, for holding me down. Also, thank you to him and Rashonda for that Blu-ray player. That's nice. You went to sleep on us?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like...
I'm letting you talk.
Oh, okay. Come on, with your eyes closed. I'm like... Alright, anyway. But, Chuck just held me down from day one. Like, he already, like, you know, he figured out we was going to get married eventually. Officially eventually. And, you know, he was just, you know, right there. Like, you know, anything I needed, you know, I got you. Just let me know what you need. Thank you to all my groomsmen, Terrence, Tone, Zip, Hugh, my cousin Yende, my brother, Ralph, my homie Ralph, who rarely gets to be in weddings but shoots weddings all the time. Still thank you to my homie Brandon. He had some issues, you know, with the tux. He couldn't get there, but he was still a part of everything. He still came through and helped out. Still was a part of the dance, as most of y'all have seen already via the clip. It actually worked out better the way it happened, you know, with, you know, Savvy kind of messing up his tux, but him still being able to be a part and help out. What else? My other cousin, Aisha Scott Newton, for doing double duty. She was a bridesmaid and she helped put the whole thing together. Like, that was big. It was a lot of dual duty in the wedding. She took on the brunt of that. So much appreciated. Like, I probably can't say thank you enough. I probably haven't. Thank you to both of my mom's sisters, both of my aunts, for helping out and doing that. Who else do I need to thank? Thank you to the homie VIII, Brandon Waite. I just realized I haven't thanked him enough yet. He came through and did the music supervision for the event. Everyone said that was probably one of the best wedding playlists of all time. It was a dope outline, and he did a good job with that. Like, people was just loving the mix. People was just vibing. That's what we wanted. We wanted a chill environment. If people wanted to dance, you can dance. If you just want to kick back and chill. Shout out to the homie Plug Chapman for being our MC and our announcer for the wedding party. Didn't catch the bartender's name, but he was dope. I also want to shout out Megan over at Lighthouse Productions. She was our videographer. She was amazing. She did a great job. I want to shout out I don't want to call him the trainee, but I guess I can call him my apprentice photographer, Lewis in the Red. He came through and he shot the evening reception on Saturday night by himself. Like, you know, I just come over and check on him, make sure he was okay. But he pretty much knocked it out himself. I want to thank the Lynches, Mo and Nikki Lynch, for being our videographers for that evening. The videographer we pegged ended up taking another gig and left us without one. And, you know, they were just right there and just saying, hey, all the times y'all been there for us, we're going to be here for y'all. We got y'all, whatever y'all need us to do, just let us know. And they were still able to enjoy themselves, which was, like, you know, even better. Who else? There's so many people. I want to thank the Tigray Center, personally, for just embracing my family, allowing their culture to become a part of my culture. She not over there asleep, though.
That's so nice. My culture is now your culture.
It is.
What culture?
What culture? I see what you did there. What else? There's just so much. So many people to thank, so much to talk about. Have I left anyone out there?
I don't know who you want to thank.
You weren't listening.
I was listening. I just don't know who you want to thank.
I want to thank everyone that was able to make it and come through. I want to thank, you know, everybody that was able to attend. It was awesome, like, the whole experience. Like, you know, like, going into it, it's so much stuff that you deal with, so much frustration and stress. Once we got there, I ain't care. We here. We about to have this wedding. We about to get married. It's about to be fun. If you're here, I'm glad you're able to experience it. If you're here to stay through the whole thing, I'm glad you get to experience it. You know, it is what it is. And, you know, that's that. It wasn't perfect, but it was what it needed to be. And we're low on gas.
I see.
Yep. But it's cool. We got enough gas to hopefully get to a gas station. We should, because like we about at 45 miles left on the SUV, so that's like at least 40 feet. Yep. But yeah, it's just been, you know, it's been a great week. It was a great weekend. Great experience. I know we said that a lot. Everyone's been like 90 days and back to work. I'm like, man, we might get back to work next week. Because we, you know, we take time out when we can. We enjoy stuff. We got so much stuff going on that we have to kind of like, you know, take these little moments of relaxation and then go right into getting stuff done. Especially since, you know, we're looking for a new house. So we got to get that all situated. Shout out to anybody that's still on this live stream. I know it's just me holding it down because Rahel over here trying to act like she awake even though she's asleep.
I am not asleep. I'm trying to figure out where these cars are.
Hey,
I mean, where these cars are going at dang near 7 o'clock at night. Like,
I mean, I'm just saying. Like,
unless there was an accident. That kind of makes sense. Like, if that was an accident.
I'm trying to figure out where can we get off at because I'm trying to, like, get, I feel like I should have got off on flash overs. Like, it's so many tractor trailers and we've been driving so slow for so long, I don't even know if we've even left DeKalb County yet. Like, I still think we in DeKalb.
So, yeah.
I've been behind a Landstar tractor trailer for probably what feels like 6 miles.
Definitely shout out to the, you know, they're not going to see the Tigray peoples and, especially the Aksumahara for
oh man, they've been amazing. They have been amazing.
Aksumahara held it down for 2 days.
Yes.
Well, 3 days because they went and cleaned it up yesterday.
Yes, they have been amazing.
Bro, we at Moreland Ave.
Yeah, Moreland. Yeah, okay.
Let's see, Aksumahara.
I feel like it's about to rain.
It is. When it kept giving me an alert when we were at
AT&T?
AT&T, talking about some heavy precipitation for your current location. I'm looking like, I don't see it.
Nah, it's coming. It's hurricane season, so you know it's coming. Someone got creative. Hey, she got creative. Oh, man.
It's weird. I've gotten used to wearing a ring now, though.
I'm getting there. It just, like, my ring just seems super big now. Like,
yeah, now it makes me. Let me see. Did your finger go on a diet? Yeah, that's way too.
You see what I'm saying? Because of the first size, because it's supposed to be 10.
Size. I'm starting to think they sent you the wrong size ring.
Probably did. I don't know. I used to make this joke that, you know, when dudes get married, they like, you know, ring finger gets smaller, and when women get married, their ring finger get bigger once the ring get on there. Like, you know, guys get married, the ring, like, that's the only finger that gets smaller. Every other finger stays the same size with that one. Because it feels like this finger's getting smaller because it kind of fit when we put it on Saturday, and then every day it just seemed baggier and baggier. Like,
they have ring spacers.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a spacer, and I'm still get a silicone band for whenever we doing stuff. Like, I might just wear this when we're out.
Well, you know, the reason we got these bands was because they're supposed to endure everything. So with basketball and all of that.
But still, I just feel like the silicone band's a better hold because I'm not worried about it breaking. I'm just worried about it coming off. Because right now, if you look at the ring right now.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of space.
Yeah, it's a lot of space right there.
We can see.
Yeah.
It's funny because everyone keeps asking, do we feel any different? And I'm like, no. I was sitting at a red light. Mario was at AT&T, and people just was yelling, "Congratulations!" Because we still had the stickers on the car.
You still got the stickers on the car, yeah.
Yeah, they stayed on the car for like a week.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give her a week.
Then they can come off. But it was like
me and Kenny can't ride in the car together no more. I'm gonna tell y'all that story. That's funny.
But yeah, I was like, who was yelling? Like, I still don't know who was yelling.
Yeah.
But it was like people just yelling. I'm like, okay. Gym dolls. At this point, I just want to get food and go home. Like, I don't even want to cook no more.
Yeah, I still might, because I told Kenny I would.
What did he say?
He was like, all right, unless you want to hit him and y'all call it audible, but, you know, because he was down for that. We was going to do a cook-in at the crib where I pretty much turned the kitchen into Waffle House. We got an electric griddle, you know, just going to cook burgers on it. All that.
I was just trying to keep her hand sit in the store because obviously something has happened.
Yeah.
Let me see your ways.
Check ways. Because I'm thinking, like, even if we do that the way we going, I might just go hit that Publix. You know, I don't want to spend Publix money. But all we really need is, like,
that's my new number. It looks weird.
Yeah. I mean, it works. It's a 702-042.
Hey!
Yeah. Oops.
I'm like, why are you saying my phone number?
I forgot we was live. And, I mean, it could, you know, people don't know the area code. You ain't got to answer the phone. I'm just saying. You guys just stopped me quicker because I wasn't thinking. I'm so focused on why we sitting here. My bad, though. That's on me. Can we just beat that whole part out on the
We can just not upload the video.
Or that too. So if anyone saw this live, so this is the official, like, well, the second official Lost episode. Like we had last night's, you know, just randomness.
Yeah, we didn't have we ain't had no lit one yet, so like this ain't no lit one, this a chill one, so we can.
Yeah.
There's a car stopped on the road, but I'm pretty sure that's not what happened. It was an accident.
How far up?
No, that says east. So maybe the car stopped in the middle of the road is what's causing this.
It's possible.
By Forest Park.
Okay. Oh man, we're not gonna be able to post this one because that says some really great stuff. You can, like, can't you save it though before you just?
Yeah.
Yeah, just save it, and then I might go back and I'll do an edit. That says some really great stuff. Like early in the beginning. Before
you can leave it. You kind of mumbled it, so it's okay.
Okay, I don't want to.
And before you said that, I was like, "Hey," cut it off. Like I made a noise, and if some niggas call me, I ain't gotta answer.
Yeah, that you can just hand me the phone, and I'll handle that real quick. But yeah, man, it's been real. It's been fun.
Today's Mario's parents' anniversary.
It is. My parents have been married for 46 years today.
So we get to join the September marriage club.
We've been married for 3 days.
Hey! Never knew we could make it this long.
I know, right? Oh, man.
I don't even know if we're really married because, I mean, not that, but it's funny because you get married, but then you got to mail your license in. So technically the day that you did the wedding is considered your anniversary and your wedding date.
Yeah.
But in the eyes of Georgia, they ain't got our marriage license yet, so we really ain't married.
You know you don't have it yet?
Yeah, because your auntie didn't mail it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, she mailed it out today, so.
Okay. Oh, she called you?
No, she texted me last night.
Okay. That's cool. Well, it's going on. It's fine. It shows the date of ceremony, though, so.
Yeah, I was just being funny. Like, when they get the license, then we're married.
Right.
But until they get the signed license.
You just practicing right now?
Yeah. Our marriage ain't legally binding.
Okay.
So,
okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
I thought it was going to be funny to talk about how, you know, there were 4 different versions of your name said. I thought
that wasn't a highlight of my wedding.
That, man.
Yeah.
Even my mom was like, he might have just been nervous. He was focused on the main thing. Because even when, like, my mom already knew it. Like, she couldn't say nothing, but yeah, I think he got nervous.
I'm like, I've never heard so many variations of my name. Ever in my life. He gave me all the ways people say my name in one wedding ceremony.
Man. All incorrect.
The only time my name was said correctly was when I said, I, Rahel Bata.
I, Rahel.
I ain't even say it like that. You didn't even notice it. I'm just going off what I was told. That I was like, I, Rahel Bata. I don't think I don't know if I said it like that. And I'm like, I'm like, why did he make it so much more difficult? Because Rahel is not even that hard.
It's really not. Your name ain't that hard. When we first met, you showed me a business card. And I think this is also one of the many reasons why we together, because I'm probably one of the first few people that could just say her name right on the first try.
You didn't say right the first time.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I said Rahel.
No, you didn't.
Yes, what did I say?
You said Rahel, and then I was like Rahel.
No, that was like Rahel or Rahel. That's like, because the thing was, you said people always say it wrong.
Yeah, I
so
was
like, it's Rahel, isn't it? It's not like Rahel, like it's Rahel.
But you said both, and I was like, it's Rahel.
Okay, so the thing was, I knew that it was like, all right, one of these has to be right. So I was like, and now if it's Rahel, I could get how people could say Rahel wrong. But how do you mess up Rahel?
That's why I just always be like Ra and Hell, like go to hell, Rahel.
Yes, Rahel.
He focused so much on my name, he just said screw our wedding.
And still got the name. Wait, it's like, if you at least got the name right, I would have been like, okay, maybe. I was like, man, he just called the complete audible. There's the Cordales stuff. Oh, no, it's not. It's just somebody not paying attention.
Mario nephew got us a gift. That was really sweet.
My nephew got us a real dope gift. It's actually from both of them, because apparently both of them chipped in and bought it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they did a cool job. It was a cool gift. I like it. I appreciate it.
And we thank God for it.
I thank God for it. Yes. If you went to Hillside, you understand what just happened. Or if you go to Hillside or ever attended Hillside.
If you go to Hillside and your name is Chris King, hope you fall off now, playing. But he ain't even trying to
what up, bro? T-Bailey just joined us. What's up, Terrence?
I was just annoyed because he harassed us about coming to this wedding.
He did. Yep. C-Rock did do that, but it's all good. I'm not tripping. My thing is, if you wanted to be there, you were there. And if you wanted to be there and you were there, we were glad you made it, and we accepted you with open arms. That's how I felt. I didn't want about to turn nobody away. I ain't had time or the patience for it. It was like, once we got to that point, it was like, you here? Thank you for being here. There's a seat. Here's a plate. Didn't have to tell people where the bar was, because they found that. Because they killed the bar. Like,
we didn't even really get a drink. I had one blue lemonade.
I had the bottle of champagne that we toasted.
Oh, well, yeah.
That was all
I had the blue lemonade. That was it.
I had the toast bottle. That was it. T, what time did you wake up, like, after the wedding, bro? Like, the consensus has been, everybody said they pretty much woke up the next day.
But, it's different from him because he didn't come through Sunday.
Yeah, he didn't come through Sunday.
So it was the Saturday, Sunday folks that was, like, sleeping in, like, 50 million hours and all that.
Yeah, because I know he told me he couldn't make that, but I know, like, he probably ain't fully recovered yet.
Nice meeting her.
Yeah, it was cool finally meeting Sham.
Mario thought that she was made up.
I didn't think she was made up. Just never met her. Like, I seen her in pictures.
He was like, I don't think she really exists.
Nah, T wouldn't be the person to have a fake girlfriend for like a year. They've been together for a minute, like probably 3 or 4 years. That's a long time to keep up a lie like that, and I doubt T would do something like that.
Because it's all in your head.
That's a weird lie. Like,
didn't they say old dude with the football team had a fake girlfriend? Or was it that he was getting catfished?
Oh no, I'm not trying to tell you I got catfished.
Okay. That's what it was. He had a girl and he thought that he was dating this one chick and it was really somebody else.
It was a guy.
They never confirmed it was a guy.
Yeah, that's all they did, but okay.
Okay. So you mean all this traffic is because there was an accident.
Yeah.
Never mind. Jeez, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Ooh, he must be getting a wreck. Maybe he didn't have insurance or something. Maybe he was renting from the boat. No, it's another car right here.
Car right here.
So this must be another car that was involved in that.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What y'all doing?
I don't know, but they ain't on car. So yeah, we kind of got an open highway again. I feel like I want to get over.
I don't know, part of that truck gonna get over.
Yeah. What is it? It's probably gonna get over right when I turn my signal on to get over. I feel like we're doing an episode of Ride Along. Pretty much all of these have been Ride Along, the Cordale version. it's been, it's been
So we went to Mary Mac's tea room yesterday.
We did?
Because,
I said we did?
Yeah, because Channing wanted some soul food because he's from Texas, so he knows what soul food is.
And he lives in Seattle, and apparently they don't know how to do that, which has me thinking I could take the most average, mediocre soul food restaurant to Seattle right now, and they would be a treasure in that area. Like, you would run the Pacific Northwest. You don't have to be great. I'm taking on anybody that wants to invest in this.
So we decided, like, okay, cool, we'll go. So we're in it, and the girl was like, oh my god, I love your hair. Our server, well, first the hostess, the little white hostess, really loved it, and then the server was like, I don't even know how it came up that we were getting married. Well, you gave them enough space, so what you think will happen? I don't even know why you still in this lane.
I'm trying to get off the right now, no parts of that. That and our fuel level, though, that's the reason why we're this way.
So you want to go slower? You want to be in the lane behind the trucks? There you go, that shows how many miles you got.
We still ain't that bad.
And so the lady was like, the server was like, I really love your hair. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, okay, cool. And she was like, she was asking my cousin where they were from. It was like Seattle. And she was like, oh, so you live here now? Or she was like, no, we're visiting. We're here for her wedding. And she was like, oh, that's why your hair is like that. I mean, and then she was asking me all these questions about how did I have my hair for the wedding.
Right.
So I was just like, okay, here, look, this is a picture, kind of, sort of, but not really.
Right.
Yeah, she was just really excited. And then, like, on our piece of paper, because anyone that's been to Mary Mac's tea room, you have your paper, right? You pretty much write your own order on it. So I wrote the Lee's. And so she was like, oh, that's so cute. And I'm like, okay, this lady is either, I don't know what her issue is.
No, I mean, women get excited for weddings. That's what it is.
And like, so I've never been that way, but not with strangers.
Not with strangers. And during our wedding, like, I told you kind of went, what we called it, bride braid. Well, you called it bride braid, which is the nice way of putting it.
Well, you were just calling me stupid.
I didn't call you stupid. I called you wedding stupid. It was a difference.
But,
it was just a difference. You're far from stupid.
But when we were at...
You went a little wedding dumb on me. A few times. But we got past it. We're here now. I'm sorry. Continue.
But yeah, so then she brought us the food. Me and Mario had just ate like maybe 2 hours prior at my mom's house. And anyone that's had Ethiopian food will know that Ethiopian food is heavy.
Yes.
So I was like, man, let's just split a plate. We split a plate and was still like full.
Yep.
And so the server was just like, I'm gonna bring a separate plate because I know you said you were split. We were like, no, we can share the plate. It's cool. We've only been married for 2 days. We still like each other.
Like it's early. Like we good.
Check back in about a month.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's starting to rain.
So it's starting to rain.
Alright, people, so we gotta figure out what we eat for dinner, so we're gonna have to cut this one out.
Yep. So as always, you can go to thecordales.com.
One of the first videos that we in, and we're not in a parking
Right, the first video that ends while we still on the road. So yeah, Cordales.com, at the Cordales on Instagram. We don't have a Twitter, I don't think. Do we have a Twitter? We do have a Twitter, at the Cordales. So at the Cordales on Twitter.
Oh no, we have Instagram and we have Twitter.
We got Instagram, we got Twitter. You can catch us on, I guess, we got a Gmail account too. Google account. So, Cordales at Gmail.
Yeah, if you want to send us electronic gift cards,
if you want
wedding gifts,
e-gift cards, if you have any items that you are interested in having shown on this show, please contact us. That's another conversation what we talked about earlier. It was just me and you talking. We'll probably do that as a show. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well, the Cordale, at the Cordales everything.
Yes.
I guess that's it. You have to hit the end button because
The end button.
I can't reach it because I'm being held hostage by my seatbelt.
Still child seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye guys.
Alright, y'all. It's been real. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Till next time.